Tesla Model Y inventory is out of control. And I imagine if I was going to put money on it, we are going to see some bigger incentives on the Model Y, the old and busted legacy Model Y, and of course the Model 3 very, very soon. Favorite topic is talking about Tesla inventory. Here's our handy dandy inventory tracking chart. And you can see there is a big inventory increase for just one model and one model only, and that is going to be the Model Y and not the new Model Y. It's the old legacy Tesla Model Y that is already out right now that is going crazy in inventory. We can see Tesla is showing us 14,000 older Tesla Model Ys available in inventory. And we're seeing this because last night, before I went to sleep, we're not at home right now. So you can tell we are in a travel setup and everything. And so I'll give you the reasons on since there's no live stream, you should be able to comment and we'll respond to all the different comments down below and questions that you got. We responded to the past two of them or the past few days on all the different comments and questions that you got. But we also updated our deal spreadsheet the other day and we saw, or at least last night for us, we saw bigger discounts. We're reaching new levels. These two are unfortunately already sold, but at least we've got some proof in the pudding here that was written $7,140 off a Tesla Model Y long range all-wheel drive. If you're wondering what sheet this is our deal spreadsheet that you can find down below in the description where we keep track of all the best deals across the country that are available. And the beauty with these is that this is before the Tesla referral code, which you can also get down below in the description. That saves you an extra $500 to $1,000 off of a Tesla. And it works on a Model Y Juniper order as well. So if you're interested in placing an order, we do get a little bit of a benefit, especially if you're doing a Model Y Juniper order. But at least right now, here are the best deals that we're seeing as of just a second ago when I went to take a look. $5,830 off a long range all-wheel drive. And here's a performance, $6,260 off. And you got to remember, these are before the Tesla referral code deck of $500 to $1,000 off that you can get down below in the description. And here's what's happening. And I think this is my take on this. Of course, Tesla has to continue to sell vehicles throughout the next couple months. They've got to sell like the older Model Y and they've got to sell the new one. And so that's why they launched this launch series, because they do not want to release that vehicle in waves. They got to sell all these older vehicles beforehand. And so certainly that's probably what's happening right now. Inventory has to be sold and they still got to produce vehicles, but they can't just switch overnight to the new Model Y refresh. And so even though the Model Y refresh is still continuing to be released, they still have to sell these older vehicles. But the hype is there. At least the hype is there in one market. We've got this post, quote, a Chinese salesperson in the China market. They have confirmed that they've received over 130,000 orders for the new Model Y in China alone. I'm not sure the sentiment is there the same for the US market, but also we could be surprised. I don't know too many people that I know off the top of my head of all the people I talked to for Tesla. I know maybe one or two people that have ordered a new Model Y Juniper. And of course, price is the contention here. And it kind of makes sense, right? Because a lot of people that are in the Tesla ecosphere, they might have bought an old Model 3 or older Model Y over the past 2 or 3 years when the price was crazily high. And now they're underwater, just like how we're underwater in our Model X at the moment. And so not many people can just get out of their Tesla and pay the negative equity, whether it's $5, $10, $15,000. And even if you can, I was talking to a friend yesterday that they just got into an accident with their Model Y. We don't know if it's total just yet or not, but even then, he is still a little bit hesitant to get into a brand new Model Y because of the markup or the add-on that you have to pay to get into one. But let us know, did you order a Model Y Juniper Refresh Launch Edition series or whatever it may be? Or are you waiting for a deal on one? And I think a deal on one may come sooner than we are thinking. I'm not sure Tesla is going to release a Model Y Juniper Launch Series discount just yet because they still want to sell some of their launch editions. And so that ETA date for that is going to be, of course, March for deliveries, but I bet they run that for at least 1 to 2 months, because if they don't deliver that launch series quick enough, I feel like if they release a non-launch series, there'll be a lot of people that will just switch from launch to just a normal one. So I give it at least 2 to 3 months of a launch series edition for the new Tesla Model Y. But shout out to Troy for posting this. Based on my calculations, quote, Tesla global inventory was around 77,000 units at the end of quarter four 2024. And to give you some relative math, I mean, they were as high as 143,000 units in quarter one, then it went down to 109 and then 115. But you got to remember, during these quarters, especially quarter three and quarter four of last year, there were waves of 0% financing and other incentives as well. Now there is absolutely nothing. The only deal right now that we talk about is, of course, the lease interest rates, where you can get a better interest rates that better than 5.99 on select trims and select models, but not a lot of other deals as well. So we could feel, if we take a look at this projection, we could feel the burn that Tesla is feeling, and we could be at levels maybe 100K plus, $143,000 plus for the Tesla inventory. And Tesla is going to be feeling that. And of course, they don't want to muddy anything up before the earnings call, which is actually yesterday or today, depending on when you're watching this. And so certainly it could make a lot of sense what is going on here, and a lot of inventory ramping up. And so that's why Tesla needs to do something. And I think that something is going to be in the month of February. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. What do you think about the current discounts that you're finding out there? Are you finding anything higher than a $7,000 off discount? And a lot of you actually over the past quarter have been sending me deals. You've been DMing me deals of what you got, bigger discounts and everything. If you got a great deal this month, or at least you found a big discount, feel free to send me a DM with the screenshots and everything. I love to highlight